Hi YouTube, it's Christian Harlow here. I'm going to do something a little different now. I'm going to try to do some tech blogging alongside of my real estate stuff that I do. And as I get some new electronics to show you, as you know, real estate, we use quite a bit of things tech related. So I'm going to try to review those things as they come along. And two of the big things that I've recently had my hands on that I'm impressed with and I have some gripes with, the Galaxy Nexus by Samsung and also the Motorola Razr. Two of the best phones on the market right now. Both of these are powered by Verizon, both on the 4G LTE network. Both of them are having some of their own little issues, I think. There's a couple of little things with both phones that I like and I don't like. And I was going to start out with the Galaxy Nexus here, and we'll compare the phones directly to each other but in a moment. But and this may seem a little low quality, but I am using a digital camera to take this video, and as I upgrade things, the video quality will get a lot better. I have the Galaxy Nexus here in my hand. At first, when I first took this out of the box, it felt a little cheap to me. With the plastic on the back, it just didn't feel as high-end as some of the other phones that I've had my hands on. So, like the iPhone, my wife actually has an iPhone, so you know, I'm not a Droid fanboy by any stretch of the imagination. I like both platforms, like the iOS, and I also like the Android platform. But I feel that the iOS is a little more for people who are not that into technology. They just want something that works and just wants to go down the road with it and don't feel like messing with it or customizing it in any kind of way. But the first thing you'll notice on the back here is it is a plastic cover. I think they've done something with this to not make it so unrigid, but right now they have it very, very tightly fitting on here. And I know some of the other blogs I was reading, they kind of were acting like the back cover was not very rigid, but it is very rigid. It's on there very nice and tight. It just, like I said, it feels a little bit plasticky in the hands. The camera is only a one LED. I kind of was wondering why they did that. I mean, all the other phones seem to be coming out with dual LEDs now, and you know, even the Razr has only a single LED, which is maybe, I guess they're maybe making the LEDs a little bit more powerful, and that's the reason why. One of the things that people are griping about, it seems like a lot, is the camera. I like the camera. I think the camera on this phone is fantastic. It's, you know, it's not going to be a DSLR quality or any kind of high res quality or anything like that, but it is a very good camera. So you know, I can probably go into the camera application here and I can kind of show you, you know, just the speed of this camera is phenomenal. There's a, you know, just as fast as it can shoot a pic. You know, it's just awesome. So, you know, I can't be more happy with that. It does take very, very decent camera pictures. So I'm really happy with the quality of that. Here with the Galaxy Nexus again, and some of the other things I would have to say about it is I really like the 3 buttons. I didn't think I was going to like that. I was so used to the 4 button, you know, having a menu button, but on most applications, as you can see, like Facebook, if you go to Facebook, it actually has the menu button down on the bottom, you know, right here on the right hand side. So, and you can see that things pop up, go back to home. Another really awesome thing that I wasn't sure that I was going to really like is the multitasking. You want to close something out, this is what you do. It's really awesome, and you can go both directions, and it'll do it in landscape also. So I can get that back up. And it'll do it, you know, this way also. Something else that I like about it is the text messaging feature. It really has a very nice keyboard. I have upgraded this keyboard to the slide it keyboard because I'm a swiper. I like to swipe, and you know, as you can see, it really is a nice keyboard, and swipe just is totally awesome. Now this isn't actually really swipe, it's called Slide It. It's a different version of swipe. They are supposed to be getting swipe on Android 4.0 shortly. So also the notifications. One of the things that I have to say I had a gripe about was it seemed to be not as loud as the other phones I've had in my hands, like the Razr or other phones that I've had in the past. So it's not as loud as far as the ringers are concerned. So if you have like maybe a hearing problem, you may not want to get this phone because it's not as loud on the ringer side. Like on the notifications especially, I felt that they were kind of, they were okay, but they weren't, you know, like if you want something really loud, like if you're in a loud environment a lot and you want to be able to make sure you get your text messages, you know, you don't have to be always checking and seeing if you got one. I think that you need to set it to vibrate, so that would maybe help with that. So another nice feature is the Google search bar at the top. I mean, it searches everything in your phone, and it also searches everything on Google. So that's a fantastic feature as well. Another thing I think they really did a nice job with is the voice feature. If I search right now for Canon DSLR and just see what comes up, and I can maybe do that real quick here. Canon DSLR. And it just takes you right to it. It's really a nice feature. You know, I can go sideways with it. I'm sorry if the video is not so great. I'll try to make it better in the next video, but pardon me. You can see it just takes you right to it, and it's very, very accurate. I can do that even with a text message also. I can go to text messaging again. I can go, "Hi, this is Christian Harlow doing a video blog on the Galaxy Nexus." See, it's very, Hi, this is Christian Harlow doing a video blog on the Galaxy Nexus. Very good, and it'll give you a couple of different choices of if you messed up, you know, of what it thought you said. And look, I mean, just as fast as you can say it, it's on there. So that's just a fantastic feature. One thing I haven't really talked about yet is the face unlock feature. Now, I am currently not using this just because I kind of feel like it's very gimmicky. It's one of these things that you get and you go, oh well, yeah, I'm going to use it for a day, you know, because I mean it really is horrible. It's not something you want to use all the time. It works very well. It's not horrible in the sense that it doesn't work. It's just something that, you know, when people see you using it, you're going to go, why are you using that for? Why don't you just use the, you know, the pattern or something, you know? But anyway, face unlock, and it'll say set it up. And find an indoor spot, not too bright or too dim, and then press continue. And I'm going to set it up real quick. And it saved my face there. I'm going to press continue. And I'm going to try to get this. You have to set up a pattern, of course, and then I'm going to do that off screen like I did with the face. And ask you to draw it again. Confirm. Okay, and then you're all set. So now I have the face unlock feature, and I'm going to show you what it does. It just looks for your face, and it sees my face, I think, and it didn't unlock it. Okay, it sees my face, put it in the center. It says it didn't recognize me. So how to use the pattern, but you see, you get the idea. You're sticking your face in the center of the screen, and if there wasn't a camera in a way, it probably would have unlocked. So that being said, a really nice feature. Hi again, I got the Galaxy Nexus here doing a review of it. I'm trying to stay under 10 minutes here with this review so that people can not get bored. So going to go into the menu of the phone here, and I wanted to show you the absolute phenomenal screen quality. I know that's not going to do it justice with this camera that we're talking on right now and videotaping on. It's not going to do it very good justice, but we're going to go on the Netflix, and I know you're going to see the red light from the video camera, but go into Netflix. We'll go into portrait mode for a second here and see if we can scroll through something and pull it up. And I like to always show like Star Trek or something, because I'm kind of a Trekkie. And we'll just show this latest Star Trek movie. And it is loading. I'm on the border of having a 4G signal, so I don't get to have Verizon's 4G LTE signal. But anyway, you can see that this is a phenomenal phone. It's in 1080p, 1080 by 720, true HD, Super AMOLED screen, which, you know, I don't really know all of the details of what a Super AMOLED screen is, and, you know, the pentile display and all that kind of stuff. There's plenty of other people who can just an excellent phone. Very, very good sound also. I can maybe turn it up. I think I got my Bluetooth connected to it. Really good sound on this. It's not iPhone sound. Obviously the iPhone is just got a special kind of speaker in there that just makes it sound very real. It seems like they always go with these kind of very small, very kind of cheap speakers on the back of these phones, especially like even on the Motorola Razr, same thing. So looks like we might be loading the page here, but lots of features here also with Netflix that I really enjoy. Like, you know, you can choose subtitles. You know, you can go to English subtitles, which I like to do sometimes, and it'll start playing the subtitles, which is really awesome on a phone.
I trust you will not feel a reflex judgment upon you.
And you can almost get lost in that video while I'm talking. So anyway, very good phone. I did have the Razr, and actually I have it right here. I chose this phone because of the way it looked and everything like that, but this phone where I live is not really liking where I live. It's a very good phone. It seems to pick up everything very good. It just seems like it wants to fight to get on 4G and 3G, and then it doesn't figure out where it wants to be. So the problem with that is that it will just disconnect from the data altogether, which I can't have. I gotta have the data always being connected with my email and all that kind of thing. It causes me to lose money and leads and things like that for my real estate business. The navigation on this phone is probably the best I've seen, even on a Garmin, on TomToms, or any of that. It's probably the best navigation I've seen. It's you know, you can speak your destination like 4281 Lake Vista Avenue, New Orleans. That's just a bogus address. And it found one, amazingly. So, but I mean, it's just probably the most fantastic. It really talks good. That's another thing. They've upgraded the speech on it. It says follow the route here. Let's see if we can get it to actually start navigating.
In 600 feet. Turn right onto Ormond Boulevard.
And you can kind of see that it's just a better sounding voice. You know, it's not the normal, like, you know, droid voice or whatever that the other previous Razrs or whatever had, you know, all the other droids or whatever. Very, very refined sound to it. Very listenable. You know, before I would not even pay attention to the voice because it would screw up so many things. This is actually like a person's voice talking to you. And you can totally exit out of it from the fourth menu button down here on the right hand side, which they don't talk a lot about, like I said, but there it is.